Hello friends, it is day 11. We are working on our hill today. It's one color, one stitch, that's it. Like I said yesterday, I want you to be able to use this time to catch up. And so that's why I made this a very short day. Today is a back split stitch using color 842, and it's going to be 4 strands. I did try this with a full 6 strands and did not love it. I felt like it was a little too thick, but if for some reason you would like to try it with 6 strands, you can go for that. It's all about your personal preference. So I'm going to split this floss. Always got to use my mouth to hold one end of it. Tie it off, and this is the same split stitch, that back split stitch that we use for our cursive text. Cut off the excess. Thread my needle. Oh goodness, I'm wearing a hat today. Even without a hat, I still end up hitting my camera. It's like right at my head level because I'm sitting down. Okay. Yeah. I think if we had to do awards, Mary Louise, you might win for the number of needle threaders that were broken and your process of stitching. Maybe I need to do some sort of award at the end for those different funny categories. Okay, I'm struggling. I need a needle threader. Okay. All right, let's get stitching. Okay, so I have my piece turned here a little bit just because it's going to be a little easier since I'm stitching this way. I do suggest you start on the left, work right, but if you are left-handed, stitching from the right to the left might be a little more easier for you, but as long as you go in one direction, you're fine. Just don't start here in the middle and go to the left or go to the right. So I'm going to start right at the end. And even though y'all know this stitch, zoom in a little more, I'm going to show you this process because it can get a little complicated as you're running into all these stitches below. Okay, I'm going to go about 1 stitch length forward, and because this is relatively, it's not a straight line, but there's not a lot of curves in it, you can make slightly longer stitches. You can see what my stitch length is right there. I need to turn this towards me a little. Okay. I want to make it where you can see it, but I need to make it where I can see it too. Okay, we're going to cut right down the middle. Well, someone did ask me actually a few days ago if it matters that we literally split it in the middle, 2 and 2, and it does not matter that much. But if you notice that you're starting to go down and you split kind of like 1 and 3, you might want to try and fix it if you feel like it's visible. It might not always be a visible problem. Okay, and because all of our knots for the threads for our houses should hopefully be on the top, you should not run into any problems pulling your needle up here on the bottom. And you do want to be pulling it up right at the bottom so that we're covering those bottom stitches. If for any reason as you're trying to pull through you realize it's too hard to pull your needle through, find a different spot. It might be that there is something there just preventing it. It could be that if you keep pulling on it, you might end up pulling floss and causing some sort of not tear, but kind of like a pull in the floss. So just don't overly work it where you're like trying to pull it through and you're just like tugging on it. And I really like what this hill adds because I feel like it just helps clean the bottom up a little bit, because no matter how perfect your stitches are there on the bottom, they can still sometimes look a little uneven, and this kind of just cleans it up a bit. Woo. Okay, I originally was not going to fast forward any of this, but even I underestimated how long this would take. I mean, we're only 3 minutes in, but do you really want to be sitting here watching me do this at a slow speed? I don't think you do. So I'm going to go ahead and stop it, and then the rest of this will be fast forward. Okay, friends, that is the end of day 11. Tomorrow is our last day. Come back and we will work on the stars. Be sure to show your progress in the comments below in the Facebook group. Can't wait to see what you've done.